Hey there, Hupit Community. This is Jeffy, and this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, not Black Ops, because honestly I can't stand that game. I don't know about you guys. I don't post it on my channel. I don't want to post it here. Don't really care for it now that we got that out of the way. What I do is I do a lot of live commentaries. Like 90% of my stuff is all live commentary. But once in a while, just like now, I'll do a voiceover of a game. But I don't usually talk about the gameplay. It's more of a, it's what I call story time with Jeffy. I sit here and I talk to my audience and tell them all about stories from my past, my childhood, how I grew up, all that fun stuff. So today I want to talk to all you guys here at Hupit about my first party. I talked about it a little bit on my channel, but I really didn't go in depth with it. So let me give you a little backstory. Growing up, my best friend was Jack DeGoyer. He was the kid who had the house out in the outskirts of town. You know, he had like 8 acres of land. All the high school parties always happened there. He was a really cool guy. He actually became a drug dealer in high school. I had a little bit of a messed up childhood, but my first party there, I was probably about 13 when it happened. Went there, got really stupid drunk, you know, like where you know you shouldn't be drinking this much, but you do anyway. I blacked out around 12, and I thought I just fell asleep, but then later my friends told me, oh no man, you drank, and then you got really fucking drunk, then you just kept drinking, and then you stayed up till about 4 or 3 in the morning. So I couldn't remember anything after 12, at least 12 was the last time I remember looking at a clock. And 3 or 4 hours had passed since then. So I got to sit there because I woke up on their lawn, and it had snowed the night before. Not much snow, but like maybe half an inch. So I was covered in it. I had a jacket on at the time, so I didn't get that sick. I got a little sick. His mom wanted to take me to the hospital. She was freaking out, thought I was gonna die and she'd be in trouble and all this other stuff, but nothing really happened. But I had to sit there the next morning. Cup of coffee in my hand, the worst. I don't do drugs or drink heavily anymore. I'll have a few beers here and there with my friends or my parents. I'll have a drink with them, but I don't really drink heavily or do drugs anymore. But goddamn, when I used to party, I've only gotten a hangover once. The first time I ever drank at this party, got a massive hangover. I felt like I was gonna die. I was sitting there with a cup of black coffee his mom had poured me, just sitting there shaking, feeling like shit. Probably combined by the snow and the cold, and let's not forget that it was the first time I ever drank. So I'm sure my body just loved me at the time. But I'm sitting there at their counter, their kitchen table, just sitting there with a cup of black coffee, listening to people tell me about my night. Apparently I had made out with some girl I did not know. I had gotten her phone number. I had almost gotten a tattoo. Apparently me and my friends, because I do not condone this, do not drink and drive, but apparently me, Jack, and Luke, his older brother, decided that, hey, Luke's not that drunk, he's only had like 2 shots and some beers, let's go driving. So we drove downtown. Oh god, it's so stupid. I'm just thinking about this now, just telling the story, just like, oh god, I was a retarded kid, but yeah. So we drove downtown. Apparently I almost got a tattoo, but the guy wanted to see ID, and he's like, I'm not going to give a tattoo to a drunk 13-year-old. Get out of here. So I had to leave. So that was a disaster. And, okay, so let's see. I made out with the chick. Almost got a tattoo. Almost got in a fight with Luke, a guy who was 4 years older than me. Because that's exactly how smart I was at this time. Oh, let's see. I wanted to learn how to drive, so Luke let me drive the car around the acres of land they had. Let me drive his car around the acres while I was hammered. God, it was stupid. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, oh man, how stupid was I growing up? It's really, you look back on it and think when you become an adult, you're just looking back thinking, oh my god, why did I do that? And really, it happens. I mean, if you come over to my channel, you'll hear all these. I'm gonna start telling these stories a lot more, but god, my childhood was just. It was messed up. My parents weren't bad parents. They're actually really good parents. They always made sure that me and my sister and brother had everything we ever needed. Raised us right. The only issue was both your parents work full-time jobs, come home around 8 at night, and they're gone before you wake up in the morning. You don't see them much. You hang out with the wrong people. Your parents only have so much influence, you know. I hung out with Jack and all his friends and his brothers, and I mean, come on, they're all into the whole drug and drinking scene, and I'm an impressionable kid, and they're all having fun, and they're older, and they're cooler, and of course I want to be like them, so I start doing it. It's just, it was messed up scene, lasted for 5 years, kind of, don't really regret it, because, I mean, I don't regret anything in my life. I have no regrets. I loved every minute of it. Loved everything about growing up. I mean, I admit that it was stupid and I wouldn't want to do it now, and if I could go back, I probably wouldn't do it, but I have no desire to change anything. So that's a little taste of my life. I grew up down the street from the coolest kid in school, threw all the parties, had all the drugs, and did all the drinking. Wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It's a fun lifestyle for a little while, but I don't know how these rock stars and these movie stars do it. I could not live like that. I'd go insane. Just it's such a hammering process on your body. You feel like you're dying. God. I'm just looking back thinking on it now, just like shaking, just going, oh man, what was I doing? Sorry, I'm starting to ramble here, but if this does go up to Hupit, thank you for posting it. You guys are all really awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed this and you want to see more from me. Just so you know, my channel is not only Call of Duty. I do LPs and I do a lot of random bullcrap that I feel like posting. And thanks for watching, guys. Really enjoyed talking to you. Hupit Gaming's pretty cool. Big shout out to Woody. Love Woody. And yeah, Final Kill Cam. Enjoy, people. Peace out.